Spinx is playing well, ZywOo is still the best player in the world. There's too many things going in the right direction for Vitality.
Well, I like the fighting talk, but NiP have been playing a level above from what we've seen recently. So let's give them that at least. Let's see if it can show up and actually matter in this matchup. And they can repeat what they just did in Copenhagen. We've got a walk out under for a split late in the round. With Brollan still left up in B apartments, you would presume this would be Con, but his position makes me question that.
Yeah, and they've played this interesting bait setup. Is that three of them?
Three players.
They've boosted into window. They're going to split cat, and the bomb's going back into apps. Quite a triple-layered attack on this B-bomb side.
Have you ever seen three playing dark on the CT side?
No, I've seen two, in order to set up a bait setup, but three seems excessive.
Oh, that's a whiff.
Yeah.
Spinx will catch maybe, some info. He spots them, running short. Yeah, missed flashes cost them information, and now it's ZywOo. Alone on the site and taken down. Big find from Brollan. And Hampus, look at this position. Oh, the information flowing through his eardrums right now.
Those they come in cat. Quick tag. flameZ low. Hampus is rotating like they're not in spawn, but they are, and they let him go. In fact, Magiska's holding very aggressive. Is this they call the save off of ZywOo's death?
I mean, I like the idea of trying to something innovative, right? In a round like this, a triple stack below. Maybe it's part of the preparation for Vitality. Maybe they thought NiP was going to do a execute towards the A-bomb side. The problem is that it's a very high risk, high reward play if it doesn't work out. If I think it was Spinx who didn't get the kills running over Catwalk, right? At that point, you just lose the round, it's all over. So it's a bit of a risky way to start for Vitality, and fair play to NiP for making it happen.
To be honest, Spinx was never even supposed to get that info. If they hit that flash, he would be blind on the timing. They cross on cat, and even with the info, ZywOo doesn't get a single kill, and that's what happens. It comes crumbling down.
It is also a sentiment to how much you trust in ZywOo. He's being left alone on the B-bomb side by himself, and you're thinking if you're Vitality, we can allow ourselves to stack 4 players towards A, because we recognize that ZywOo will get 1, 2, maybe 3 kills by himself.
Right, and if he gets those 2, that's a retake that favors you every day of the week.
Yeah.
You can come in all armored, and if they come A, you've got the most ridiculous setup.
Yeah, I almost wanted to see the triple dark, actually matter.
I mean, let's see how far ZywOo gets with that scout. Doesn't pull the trigger. The optimal time, and Rez, he's going to win that duel every day of the week. flameZ versus AK-47. Rez draws first blood as NiP look to secure this force buy back from Vitality. Magisk with the scout, and ZywOo's already hit 1 as well. This could be awkward. Tags! Oh, 2 scout tags! It's uncomfortable for the ninjas.
Yes, they get out of there. A good decision to leave at that point, seeing both scouts in the same site. Hampus getting caught unaware on that rotation, and damage has been done, putting all 3 of these players within 1-shot range, no matter what gun. Yeah,
basically an AWP now. No stress. The Deagle will do it as well. flameZ even increasing its potency. So they've parked Headtrick, and are they going to be quiet about this? Yeah, they are. They're just going to walk Palace. Do they let Headtrick kind of kick up a fuss, make some noise? He's got no nades. flameZ pushing ramp. What do you think, Jacob?
I think they're waiting right now for a rotation coming out of Vitality, hoping that Headtrick catches something off guard so they can allow themselves to walk out of Palace. Unfortunately for Vitality, flameZ pushed all the way into ramp, so he's getting a lot of information, saying to his teammate, I got A under control. Stack B, and right now it can go both ways. It's more or less impossible. If they make noise coming out here and flameZ gets the first kills, I would argue that's a round for Vitality, but we'll have to wait and see now.
Oh, they're jumping the gun. Headtrick's patience paying off, and they don't even need the noise on A. He's got the kill. flameZ needs to stop that plant right now, and Brollan's going open. It's easily done. 20 seconds. His teammate far away. Rez must isolate this fight. Can he find it in time? Flick back for flameZ, and Headtrick out of the picture, out of the round. It's Vitality finding their force.
Man, there were so many ways in which that wasn't going to happen for flameZ, and yet it works out so perfectly in the end. Just as Brollan considered it clear, just as the round looked like it was falling back in their favor. And it's Zonic you're hearing. He wants to keep the juices flowing, and they do. They get right back to the winning ways. Round 2, NiP, that pistol success, very short-lived.
The mistake was made in the beginning of the round because the double scout setup over on the B-bomb side right here, obviously very potent, and maybe they couldn't have forecasted that. But fact of the matter is that NiP played the mid control super fast, and they walked in blindly towards the B-bomb side. They weren't aware whether or not Vitality had forced up. They weren't aware of where ZywOo had rotated with the scout. We saw him in window in the beginning of the round. So NiP played around completely blinded, and I think when you do that, you risk walking into a stack like that, and they kind of had it coming for them.
See what we get with this. Galil, they've chosen to fully invest as well to wrestle for economic control, but look at the discrepancies here, Hugo. You've got 2 M4s, AKs, flameZ up against these meager Ds. not going to be easy. So he's looking for a fight, and actually successful in that endeavor. Apex 1, Spinx. Oh, hang on, he's lost flames and nearly lost his head as well. This has not gone to plan. Vitality, they're going to have to batten down the hatches, play this one very tight in order to convert a 3v3.
Yeah, didn't need to die on the hill in mid there, but they had the numbers. You would presume that would go more favorably for them. NiP now get out. Very happy with this 3-on-3, and they know they've got Vitality split up as well. So max 2 really on this B bomb site. ZywOo still floating window as well with so much time on the clock, and they are going to find the low HP player if they go B, and that's a big if, because creeping down underpass, sure, it's another gap. Again, they're going to get a lot of room, but Vitality have a crossfire towards A. Magisk and ZywOo, 2 heavy hitters.
Both teams playing in the dark right now. None of them have any information whatsoever. Vitality is very defensively positioned, and NiP is just walking in blindly right here. Unfortunately for them, 2 players are in position to deal with it.
Yeah, and it looks like ZywOo's going to get the information. Oh,
Yoink.
gets it safely as well. Thank you very much. And the first is Magisk, the second as well. Only head trick on that Galil. He's found 1, but needs 3 more. 4 total. And he pays a heavy price for that first engagement. Magisk brings him low, and with only 10 seconds left, it might be another opportunity for Headtrick just to try and...
dead. Oh.
He gets the M4 if Spinx maybe kills him after time. It's awkward.
Nice.
It's awkward. It's very awkward. $650 for Headtrick into our next.
That's why I love watching ZywOo play, man, because he's just a risk-averse player. Even though he's happy to take fights, like, he just knows that 20 seconds, he gets that con spot. I know 1,000 other players would re-swing back in, knowing you have a favorable angle, you have a lineup there as well. You know, you're going to take that fight. ZywOo just drops off, plays a crossfire, draws them into Magisk, who can get a multi-kill, and he's the second Magisk fires, he swings off his contact. Like, ZywOo just plays it perfectly there. Didn't need to get any kills, just wanted the round.
Now this one will be a nice, casual, leisurely round for Vitality. The battle has been won, or rather the skirmish. You know, let's consider the best of 3, the battle.
What's the war?
Oh, good point. The Pro League. This is the war. Ooh. 5 weeks of war. But for now, we're just going to chill with Glocks. Rock out with your Glock out.
Really, any casualties is a mistake here for Vitality. They want to clean. And Spinx looking to make that so. He's got cover on his top mid.
There's no better rounds to play as a Counter-Strike player. You know you're up against 5 Glocks. There's no armor. You can farm as many kills as you possibly can. It's all about finding where the T's are hiding. And honestly speaking, as a player, there's nothing better. You get to chill for a round. It's been a very stressful environment. The first 3 rounds were very close back and forth, and you get a breather in the middle of the game. So nice and easy right here for Vitality. Off to a good start, despite NiP having had chances, I'd argue, in the first couple of rounds to make a dent into it, but haven't been able to convert so far. I would like to see them play a bit more explosive, though. I think it worked in the middle. We saw it in the beginning of the rounds that the more explosive NiP gets, the more you rattle out Vitality. I think if you allow the game to be stretched out and you use all the time in the rounds, which NiP was super comfortable doing against Astralis, I think that's a mistake against a team like Vitality. You want to rattle them out, you want to play fast, you want to make sure that ZywOo doesn't get too much time to consider his options, roam around and be in different positions. So if I'm NiP, I'm trying to pick up the pace just a little bit to see if you can put a spinner into it.
Yeah, that's one of the things people describe when talking about ZywOo is just the way in which he has this kind of vision for the game. You know, after 40 seconds, he's probably got a good idea of where your entire team is, or at least a good idea with some educated guesses and estimates. And that is when he can become even more deadly. Config yet to frag. He's definitely a win condition for the boys. And, well, no frags for Config here. It's Rez that fills the feed with a double, opens up the A site as ZywOo's still here, and Brollan's not ready. Could be 2. Ooh, head trick. He gets away with a scrap of HP. Still, though, Spinx masks his drop-off. Still noted, though, and it's flameZ with only a FAMAS up against an AK. Rez, another from him. This looks great for NiP to convert. I say that as no one considers Spinx. 3 positions traded by Rez. He's on for the ace as it stands, and now ZywOo noted in CT with the trajectory of that flash.
Headtrick with a second chance at life here, just holding on that headshot angle.
They
Got
do
off
need
the
to
bomb
plant.
run. Ooh, no one's looking, and he's crept out. I think he saw him on triple as well. He's going to hit a tap. Easy kill, drops that bomb, and ZywOo ducks back to deny the ace. Up against Rez, going up and over on the stairs. ZywOo crosses out, dangerous territory, but ZywOo wanting this round in the palm of his hand. He creeps around the boxes. Has Rez put it together? No! ZywOo wins it out. 3 for him, ace denied, and all of Rez's efforts in vain.
No one better to do it than ZywOo in a situation like this. He played it picture perfect, found the timing, found the gap, no hesitation, weren't afraid of making the right play at the right time, and he did it. Unfortunately for Rez, as you said, did a tremendous job in this round, finding entries, coping with it all, but he needed just a bit of help from his teammates and a bit of help to shut down this man, ZywOo, who once again showed the clutching ability that he's so very well known for.
Gosh, yeah, you know, when you saw that suddenly glance at who's left, the fact that the bomb hadn't been planted, and yeah, ZywOo just takes over for the close. Config's mad. He's aggressive. He's managed to get himself under window. Look at the time, 1 minute 35. He's just held W all the way.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, he's definitely noted now. Nades on his face, and into B. Spinx, he's spotted the bomb, takes down Rez. Brollan with a nice rebuttal. It's flames at range. Ooh, hold on. Brollan's taken down 2 here, and ZywOo was in that naughty list. This is shaping up nicely for the Ninjas. It's getting awkward as well. flameZ doesn't reload, but he's got teammates to help. Config yet to frag in a manageable 1v2. They're going to spot him. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. And held by Magisk. Vitality, they're looking polished. There are these opportunities. You see these moments in the round where it's like it could go NiP's way, could tip the scales in their favor there. And as Brollan finds 2 on the way in, you start thinking maybe there's grounds for a plant, but not today.
Yeah, big spam from Magisk as well to get that low HP head trick, who still had the entire bomb site under control. Could have bought time for Config. Magisk just spams through that boost box and puts it down to a 1v2 with no gun for Config.
It's one of these games where you look at the scoreboard, it's 5-1 for Vitality. The economy is looking somewhat decent for the CT side as well. The scoreboard doesn't reflect how close it's been so far. It's a couple of kills, a couple of key moments, a couple of key rounds, and all of a sudden you're looking at NiP being up 5-1. So in terms of how competitive the game is right now, I would argue the scoreboard doesn't do it justice just yet.
In 5 of the...
only the Glock round. that 5 alive is the Glock round, right?
Yeah, no, so it's just... So in 4 of the 5 rounds that Vitality have won, they've had 2 or less players alive in every single one of those. It's just been consistently close but no cigar for the Ninjas. All is not lost. It's just the opening stages of Mirage and of this series. This is, however, the Ninjas in Pyjamas pick. You need to see just some of their stars start to shine. Hampus is going to force a fight here. Spinx.
Oh, the double.
Ooh, nade back actually does significant damage. Hampus swallows that.
Even gets to save his smoke in this position. Well done by Spinx. No panicking. Making sure not to get hit by the fire and keeping the smoke in hand, which he can use now for that matter. There's 38 seconds left of the round. NiP under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you're right. If he smokes this off, there's no way they're heading into that B split. And that's why he's poking his nose out. Is he going to clear? Is he going to clear?
Surely not.
Oh, Config. He gets a frag. Can't find him. Does. Just in the nick of time. Rez looking at the wall. And looking at 6 for Vitality here, unless Brollan can hit another banger-ranger like that. Head trick. Impossible. And Spinx confirms our suspicions. Another Vitality round and another 2 alive round as well.
Yeah, close, but not quite. I'm surprised it even comes down to 2 players surviving it. It felt pretty clean until Spinx misses that timing and his teammate gets caught. Yeah, you know, Vitality CT side, always a lock-in. I don't think they dropped a CT round against Orcs when they played them. Sure, different caliber of teams, life of a B player here for flameZ.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do this for 40, 50 seconds and, you know, not push.
Listen, one thing is doing it in a game like this, official game, you're on a stage, you're at a tournament, but imagine he has to practice Mirage 3 times or 4 times a day, you know. It is the absolute worst. The mental capacity you need to use in order to not go insane by that.
Yeah, well, it's also that he's opting for that, like, just the jump with the nade as opposed to the old school jump
you actually
across.
move, yeah.
You actually have to, you know, I feel like that would send me to
anything.
sleep. That's just like counting sheep. Just, you can just kind of spam it and stare at the pixels at least.
We need some help for Brollan right now. He's had a good start. He was kind of the requirement when we saw NiP win this game in Copenhagen. It was, thanks to Brollan on the large part. He had, a higher rating than ZywOo in that game, 1.33. 50 kills over the BO3 series, 2 maps. So we need someone to help him out right now. He's doing his best. He keeps getting entry kills, and NiP can't close these rounds.
I'll take you, Brollan, and I'll race you with Config. On Mirage
Sure.
T side, I think he is the most influential player for NiP. He's the one who has the balls, basically, to go out there and make the plays, and sometimes he's very successful with it. This time around, though, they lost complete control of the map. Spinx in a great position. Can't quite find the first one, but he does do damage. 1.5, I guess that's all right, all things considered.
Something has changed in Vitality's CT side. Now, I've cast a lot of Vitality Mirage, especially their defense. It was flameZ and Spinx that were a bit more tight-knit on B. It seems like he's been given like the green light to take space if he sees fit, or he's been given a bit more of a green light, because ZywOo is much more present over at this B site here against NiP.
He's starting to remind me of the Spinx we saw for the vast majority in ENCE when he was by far one of the best riflers in the world. I remember, was it in 2022 when he broke out, basically. He was a top 5 rated player on LAN out of everyone with the rifle. We haven't seen that Spinx, you know, the past year, I'd argue, but we're seeing more and more of it. I think you're right, Alex. He's getting more space.
Yeah, he is, and understandably so. It doesn't have to be ZywOo, but he certainly can deliver and does tag up Brollan. That's flameZ. Nice, easy putt across the line. Oh, gosh. 7 in total now for Vitality. And NiP still yet to get off of that, what was found in the first round. That pistol round is the only taste of victory they've had so far. It's been a run of 7 here from Vitality.
I would really, really like NiP to try something explosive now. We've seen a couple of moments where they could walk up ramp, walk out Palace and Ace, because Vitality, as you said, they're very aggressive towards the middle. They're trying to take a lot of space, but the downside to that is that you leave the sides wide open. NiP needs to realize that. They need to test that, and we haven't seen that in an explosive form at any point in a buy round. Sure, they've done it with the Tech 9s, but give yourself a go at it. You know, you have an A execute, you have a B execute, something that can sort of caught off guard Vitality while they're trying to make these aggressive plays out catwalk, out connector on windows we've seen so far.
I think when you're up against a team so star-studded as Vitality, having the option to win a round in the first 2 kills could be a nice way in, rather than having to face the entire firepower of this squad.
That's the thing, though, because if NiP continues to play default rounds like we're seeing right now, where they take mid control, where they try to work their map, I feel Vitality just have too many individual brilliant players that can shut that down at any given moment. So, as you said, Hugo, get into a bomb site, see if you can trade your way out of it, and then play the clutch, play the retake, and see if that's a way into the game. Yeah.
It's interesting to see how they kind of keep housekeeping on middle, like looking for answers. ZywOo will go once he's smoked. They summon Apex to go and have another glance. Smoke window now. Apex has vision. If Ampers isn't careful, oh, that's diligent stuff. They've got him spotted, trapped behind the flames. Apex, how are you not dead? There you go, there's one. NiP find an opening.
He had to fight there. He realized, yeah, there's not really much chance of me backing off. The fact they flashed me means they must be moving in close. And gets caught. 30 seconds here. ZywOo in a power position, back behind default, but swung from Palace. Magisk can do nothing about it. He's got to win the round on his own. They drop in. Magisk with 1. It's not enough. Spinx from afar, but that bomb can still stick it safe. Spinx is trying to close the gap. The Israelis coming in a 2v3, and flameZ might have that backstab. Bomb drop, 10 seconds, and flameZ running through the Molotov to try and survive. Hampers forced to plant. 8 seconds. He'll have to stick, and flameZ has read it well. Wallbang to close it out. An 8-1 lead for Vitality. Another clutch round.
My God, that was the 5th opening kill for the NiP. That was their 5th opening kill. And look at the score. Vitality are just doing this on hard mode. That was no trade, no response, just locking it down on the way into that A site.
It's funny how that works, because we discussed it yesterday, Alex, when we casted a game against Astralis. We were very adamant about the fact that NiP were great at getting the openings. T-side Inferno, they converted 9 out of 10, and we spoke about that being one of the key factors to why NiP beat Astralis and why they dominated them. Today, it's been the same case. They've been finding the opening kills. We saw it here in middle as well. Apex being caught off guard, but they can't convert it. And I think the difference today is that they're facing a team with way more firepower. Yesterday, Astralis couldn't shut it down. You see today, Spinx getting multi-kills, ZywOo getting multi-kills, flameZ, Magic for that matter as well. There's simply too much firepower right now that Vitality can allow themselves to be aggressive early round, even go down 4v5 and still fight their way back into the round. So it's playing the same game as yesterday, you're just playing it on a harder mode.
Yeah, you're on 9 rounds deep into Mirage. You've already got 5 multi-kills on Spinx. Man's got 15 frags. You got to get through him. You got to just be able to beat him at his own game here, and it's not a pretty buy either for the Ninjas. Poor Hampus this time has put his pennies into this one, trying to be as threatening as possible. This might be what you've been asking for, Jacob. Just a pop and go.
Still in a half bar, right? I want to see it in a full bar.
Yeah, fair. Oh, he's blocked the jump. Spinx gets away with that. Just a little longer. Jump down on the Tech 9. Brollan gave it a go. And Hampus, he's revealed the rifle. Does well to connect onto Apex. Still no trade available as Spinx catches head trick jumping out as well.
Oh, now they know.
Yeah, they know. They definitely know. Oh, and addressing it was Spinx, just a little late to the draw now. Damage as well from Config onto another. He's got flames very low on that site, and it's a fight he's willing to take now. He's recovered. He's got one bullet. He's got one bullet. He doesn't know.
It's enough. No!
Tech 9 will do. It's Config. It's high impact round right now. Magisk, however, disrupts. Catches Config on the short side. They're no longer safe, and it's another one that slips through their fingers. Hugo Byron with the weather.
It's rainy, and when it rains, it pours, Alex.
I don't think Vitality could do any worse in that round. I don't think they could mess up any more in order to give NiP a chance to win it, yet they still didn't capitalize. We see Spinx right here actually getting caught off guard. Team headshot, he coming out as well, but it feels like NiP's... Yeah, they're hesitating, right? When you see a team like Heroic, as an example, do a B execute, you see the players just run out. It doesn't matter what nades are coming in. It doesn't matter how blind they are. They have a path they follow. It felt like NiP was just trying to make something up on the fly, or at least they didn't follow it.
They heard him. I heard someone shout. They know Hampus is there. flameZ has got his eyes on the prize, and the nade might do some delicious damage as well. It's down to half.
They really want him. They really want him.
Oh, that's going to spread. Surely Hampus doesn't believe it, and the smoke from his teammate comes in too late.
Oh, this is just absolute
mauling.
Mauling. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking for the family show version.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. That's another good one, and it's certainly a living nightmare for NiP.
He wins this.
He wins it? Oh,
then what, Hugo? What happens?
He wins this.
Yeah. You don't remember?
I mean,
thought we retired that.
Yeah, we did. Let's see what you've got, Head Trick. He's got a minute to work with, and the bomb on his back. That always makes things just a little bit more.
They're so passive, he can't win it.
Yeah, I'm looking for a route. If he can kill flameZ mid, which is certainly maybe his only option, then he can do the 6 strafe into B, get the bomb down, play the post plant perfectly. Here we go. This is the fight.
Step 1.
Bang. How's your parkour moves, bro? Because the CT's closed.
They just got back into Con as he's cleared it as well. And even ZywOo's closing the net. Oh, ZywOo's so nerdy right now. He's not giving him anything.
He knows what it's like to be trying to clutch with that AWP. And look at him, hidden in plain sight. Just holding crouch. Now ZywOo will activate. Apex under the window. So it's Spinx here. Holding fast, and that is a cruel way just to ensure no funny business out of Head Trick.
You won't see that in your face at Pugs. You won't see that much respect and that much room given to a player who has nowhere to go. Like, he's trapped, but it's a very large cage.
Yeah, exactly. DJL's not having a good day in the office, nor are the Ninjas as it currently stands, just getting absolutely thrown around here on their map pick. Hey, hang on. Well, there's not a full buy, Jacob, but that does look like we are getting a call off of spawn.
Yeah.
All it feels like, maybe this is just a last hope.
They're teasing me, right? Just do it in a full buy.
Yeah, right. And they got close.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Exploding. Magisk on the wall, very blind, and this is how it can come crumbling down. The 1 AK put to use. Another opener for Brollan as a gun is given over. He's spammed out. They need to pick up these weapons now because those smokes won't last forever. More space taken with the con smoke. It's up to the CT retake. Spinx is out of the picture for now. flameZ are taking risks with the jump. There's 3 players facing and fighting forward. ZywOo misses another shot, but you can't catch him off guard a 4th time. He will hit his smoke down on the bomb. Spotted on the ramp. It's Head Trick who's unknown for now.
Oh God, I think there was another smoke there. But
he's just gonna hold it.
He's just gonna hold it. Guys,
nice try, NiP.
Guys. They are having
you just knew they weren't going to spam with Eagles, right?
Oh, that is so tough.
It's one of those games where you feel like NiP, it doesn't matter what they do, it's just not going to work out right. Another great call, right? They get the good opening, as I spoke about. They have left Magisk a little bit by himself on the A-bomb side. They've been very mid-focused, to counter NiP taking that mid-control. You get into the bomb side, you get the bomb down early. Unfortunately, for my money, Config re-peeking into ZywOo the 2nd time. That's the difference right there. He should not have died. He should not have given up his life. Makes this 2v2 very uncomfortable for the remaining 2 NiP players. And ZywOo, I guess the reasoning for the NiP NiP players not to react to that is that you're thinking you're up against ZywOo in a 2v2. Of course he's going to come for you. Of course he's going to try to kill you at some point. But he's also showing that sometimes the best solution is just to sit down, stick the bomb, and get the round.
Yeah, and the amount of times that you see even professional players in a scenario like that not get the perfect smoke, you know, like, but because he didn't know specifically where on Firebox that bomb was planted, but he just gets it perfect, bang on the money, and converts it clean. All right, well, they've got all the guns out. Let's go back to a default, I reckon.
And you're not wrong. Although this is nice. They're going to throw an AXX and they're going to pop B. So let's see if ZywOo can do it solo. Again, he couldn't on the pistol round.
If you went A right now, you'd have Apex, flameZ, Magisk, and Spinx ready to defend the site.
Does ZywOo rotate? Does he make the mistake in this round of moving before the call is in? I don't think so. And they certainly hope so. These util getting thrown over A, but this is not much of a fake right now. No one's even committed with the smokes. Magisk sees right through, dropped his mid-sight smoke. ZywOo has not moved a muscle.
Not sure what they were trying to achieve right here. Maybe create space in middle for Rest to do something, but even this smoke is going to give up his position. flameZ see no one coming up, so the more we see this round unfold, the more information Vitality is getting. They already know by now. I feel NiP is...
This is very delayed.
Ain't completely in the dark here.
Oh, that's a nice find, but it still could be a problem if Spinx... Yeah, oh, he's been spotted. ZywOo down after one.
Finally.
That's a free bomb site.
Yeah, there should be a round for NiP, non-negotiable at this point. Vitality are going to save. They don't want to risk running out of money in some of these rounds and invite NiP back into the game. I'd still argue in this situation, it's Vitality gifting them the round. They got a bit ahead of themselves when they found all that information in middle, seeing Rest throwing the smoke top connector, then him falling back. They know exactly what's going to happen. So had Vitality not been up 11-1, I don't think you'd see Apex walk up middle like this. I don't think you'd see ZywOo peak or re-peak into a head trick like this. So sometimes, you know, having a big lead like this is giving a bit more confidence than you need. And this time around, NiP punished it and capitalized from the mistakes. Haven't seen that a lot in this game.
No. Yeah, first time I think that sentence has left your mouth today. But either way, and there's the round number 2. An 11-4 half still attainable.
Yeah.
And that certainly could be workable.
We've seen bigger chokes from Vitality on Mirage than an 11-4, so I'm not gonna count NiP out yet, but the way they played, they need to step it up quite a notch.
Yeah, or 2.
Don't think we'll have an AWP here at least for Vitality. That could be a way in. Although ZywOo capable no matter what weapon wielded.
Yeah, you may argue he's even better with a rifle, huh?
Yeah, right. I can see that.
Yeah.
Which in itself is crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, he's had quite the year. NiP, aggressive out middle, fast over catwalk. I like this pace.
There is a lot of pace behind this one. Brollan, he's been good for the openings. This time Apex bests him.
Trade. Oh, not today.
He's down the AWP as well. Well, that makes up for his shortcomings in the previous, and he heard him. You know, Config's licking his lips, heard the retreat, thought there was a gap. ZywOo says no.
That's beautiful for Vitality. Perfect 1-2 punch and connector. Apex shouldn't get 2 kills there either. Headtrick knows the angle. Yeah, the smoke's in the way. Yeah, it's favorable for Apex, but Headtrick has the scope advantage. He should be able to get a trade there. And now NiP are just desperately crunching B in a 2v5. flameZ has been waiting all game to play this B bomb site and actually hold it down. Spinx is here to steal the glory just in time. And he's playing a little bit more aggressive as well. Will be the first spotted as he gets in behind cover. All right, flameZ, what you got? An easy one, stolen, of course.
Spinx got it.
And a trade at least will give flameZ the final blow of this round.
God, all of my sympathies to you Biancas out there watching at home.
Oh, no. He's not getting a kill, is he?
I was not a knifer, for sure.
No,
flameZ
not that
gets
range.
the kill. flameZ gets the kill. Nicely done. And 12 in the bank.
I like the call coming out of NiP. I like the pace change right here.
Yeah.
But again, you can't take into account that Apex is winning not only 1, but 2 1v1 duels from this position. He hasn't won anything so far in this game apart from this 1 round. So if you're Hampus in this situation, you make this call, you got to look to your teammates and think, we got to win those duels, right? The call itself, nothing wrong with that. It's the individual powers right now, not there for NiP.
It's a completely different round if Apex gets traded by Headtrick. Config never walks a smoke. They never get down into a 5-on-2 and have to just walk out B-Ab. So who knows what it could have been. Coulda, shoulda, woulda here in this half for NiP.
That's their 4th. That is their final timeout, burned through in just 15 rounds of play. I mean, DJL, he feels like if ever there was a chance, it would be just to get at least 3. 13-2 is already basically the game.
Oof.
Ouch.
How about 9-0?
Yeah. Could be worse.
Well, yeah.
How?
Not in 9 rounds of play. That's about
I mean,
as
for
bad as
NiP,
it gets.
you know, they're looking quite good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's for sure. We got some aggression out of Apex, or at least a flirtation with aggression. He's got help. Magisk as well joins him for the ride.
A pop.
I like this. I like this a lot. This is what
That means
we
it's not
should
going to work.
Yeah.
Everything that Jacob has liked in this game has fallen flat on its face.
Hey guys, let's check out this simple trick.
You, Mike,
Cool.
what's up? So under the balcony. What you got?
Missed the timing.
It's already like it's already given them so much time to adjust. In fact,
Apex
is T-spawn.
Apex is already despawned.
Oh!
And that just catches them through the smoke as well. They don't catch a break. Oh, Zywoo here. Zywoo gone. Nice from Rez. B2C head trick. Post that one on the AWP, and he does to deliver. But here comes the Apex flank. Check this one out.
Hold the shots. No. Okay, take the shots. And take the bomb as well. Another double for Apex that might be enough to just win this round. And he is still keen to fight. His team aren't here yet. This is a little dangerous, but he's got head trick locked in Palace. And Molotov will confirm that. Config swings over the stairwell. And a 2v2 ensues as long as he can live for his buddy head trick.
They know
This
it's
may
the
be
B players.
savable.
They know it's the B players. This Israeli duo is really good.
Oh, this is scary. flameZ is in the bomb site. Free kill, and Hedrick has nades out as that half comes to an end in a swift fashion. And another 2v2. The Vitality just edge out some close rounds in there, but not a close half at 13-2.
We're back in business, and so are Vitality, making themselves very comfortable in that first half. They're sitting on a very padded bed of 13 rounds to sit themselves on into the second half. I've got Jacob Pimp-Vinicky to my left, as is Hugo Brollan, I believe is the official pronunciation from the Henley-on-Thames area.
Yeah, don't know where that is, but that sounds like a real place.
Yeah.
In Englandshire, of course.
Yes.
And we have a fellow Brit in the server as well, Daniel Jackson, making an appearance known from the west coast of England in flameZ. Him and his Israeli brother as Spinx are putting on quite a show right now. ZywOo, ever consistent, ever culturally relevant, but not exactly needing to do too much in this dominant game for Vitality.
Wait. Okay, phew. I saw a P250 on Apex. I was ensuring there was another one on ZywOo, but he's actually dropped both. And just a single flashbang. That is very light on the
We call this the Harry Russell pistol round,
Yeah.
double P2 flash, except he wouldn't keep the flashbang.
Give it to someone else.
Yeah, but it still works. It's more than enough for Vitality in the way they're playing right now, and they are in no hurry to make this pistol round theirs. Wait for NiP to come to them.
Very clear plan right here. They want to wait for any aggression coming out of NiP, see if they can catch a player off guard at any point. And if that doesn't work, they're going to end up in this very basic, simple A execute. One flash, probably the lamp one, I'd suggest, and then all coming out of ramp and palace together.
Okay, and they're actually going to be able to use Spinx as a bit of a kind of a canary in the coal mine.
They're going up without the flash, so maybe they're saving it for CT spawn or connector. I like that.
Well, the P250 is certainly going to be able to take that fight head on. ZywOo fires off a warning shot onto Brollan. CT that he still could lose the duel. He could still lose the duel around it. He's still trying to kick up a fuss, but down now to flameZ. Vitality into the site. I think that flash did just connect. It's Rez that's equalized, and now Spinx arrives. Perfect timing on that one. Config needs another. He forced to reload. Hetrick strikes into Magisk. He's hitting every shot now and leaves on to Spinx. A 1 versus 2. Make it a 1 versus 1. Has he really got more in him? He's having a game. 26 frags. Spinx! Oh! Couldn't finish. Hetrick will secure it and extend play.
Credit where credit is due. That was a massive round for Config in jungle right here. Found 2 very impactful kills under a lot of pressure at a time where Vitality had taken a lot of map control as well. I like the idea for Vitality. Wait it out, see if NiP is making a mistake, which they didn't, and then it gets down to this duel where the best aimers will win out, and this time around, maybe for the first time in the game, that was Config on the server. That was good to see.
Yeah, no smokes though, so open sight lines.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier. Vitality needed those opening kills.
Why we play the pistol deathmatch, Alex, you know? Just gonna go and then grind it out.
Oh, depressing.
I know you're on the headshot deathmatch.
Yeah,
now,
no, have you ever done duels?
Yeah, that's fun.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that one too.
Hero AK, I believe in the woo.
You do?
Every day.
Ooh.
Who doesn't?
Well, I could give you a couple. I'll give you one, actually.
Oh no, there's Hampus dead. Spinx has just won out a duel with just the Desert Eagle. And now they can pincer into B. They've taken down one of the B defenders. It has to be Config again, Jacob. Oh no, Config's gone this time. Spinx is doing it all for the boys. Heading towards 30 frags in what could be barely 20 rounds of play.
What a game.
How's he doing it?
I don't know.
One-man army right now. AK doesn't even get a kill.
He's got 100% KAST. He has 100%.
We made
Not many rounds in fairness.
We made a bit
still.
of fun of the fact that he was on a 1.64 rating, I think, after the first
In those
two maps.
2 maps, yeah.
And it's not going to stay like that, right? It's
Yeah.
going to drop
Might be
down.
higher.
I think he's going to be at 170 after this one. So he's on to a good start.
Did you see the Quesarao stat in that loss where he had like a crazy
yeah.
was it
I
1.7
cast the
rating?
game, but I didn't see the rating. What was?
Yeah, 1.74
In a 2-0
in
loss.
a 2-0 loss.
Did his best simple impression.
Yeah, right.
That's better. That's, yeah.
Mad. I mean, that's how Quesarato's feeling. Mad.
14-3, Alex.
Yes, indeed.
Stole the words right out from your mouth.
We all can say the number. It's a nice thing to say.
It's easy pickings, as is Spinx's Deagle. Probing the heads of NiP. Rent-free.
It's a massive round by Spinx. None of these shots were easy by any stretch of the imagination. The fact that he's able to deliver this consistently throughout this map is nothing but impressive. This guy right here, he was brought in to be a carry. He was brought in to be a star game. We're seeing more and more of the Spinx we saw in Ensign. That is a beautiful thing to see, honestly.
Yeah, almost definitely a sight to behold. And look at this boost for Brollan. It could be 2. It is before ZywOo gets to him. Oh, after all of that, Config's lucky to have gotten away. He's going forward! What was that one? I thought he'd managed to escape. The smoke was up. He just had 5 HP. But opted to walk towards the Tracers. And it cost him his life.
Yeah, I guess he felt captured by Vitality.
Didn't know about mid, yeah.
Yeah, but still. There was no world where that was going to work out for Config, unfortunately.
Regrouping. They're not going to be playing this one silly. Despite such a heavy lead. Vitality, they will play this by the book. You've still got 60 seconds. Hampus is looking for answers mid, and that's what Saiwu was waiting for. They are really just out counter-striking Mr. NiP. And Mr. Headtrick alone with a scout to his name and $50 in his back pocket. It is real bleak out there.
He doesn't win this.
Okay, well, that means he does, right?
Well, you never know, Alex. That's the bomb low, but flameZ will just make it across. And the smoke, and as RNG goes the other way, this should be a dead man walking 15-3. And Vitality making mincemeat out of NiP in this opening map of the series. New Cup next. Huge streak in Vitality's pocket and ready to flaunt it just a little bit further and go through to the playoffs.
Making mincemeat out of NiP. We did have an NiP burger before, didn't we?
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Swedes back in the day,
Okay.
they had their own, like, you know, the forest menu deal in Swedish McDonald's or whatever.
Sick.
It was a thing. Or the Get Right burger.
The Get Right burger, yeah. You ever tried it?
I don't think I did. It was before my time. Oh, Apex, that's big. He's already taken down Brollan, and just with Deagles and an MP9 in the mix, NiP just looking to try and soften the scoreline. I stole this from you, Jacob, but I use it all the time now. Cosmetic comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. An inspired combination of words for, you know, to describe these games where it goes, I don't know, say 15-3. And then they win one with Deagles and MP9s, and it looks like, well, maybe you should start the conversation about a comeback, but then it doesn't happen. You know, you're 15-9 as opposed to a 15-3.
I'll save you the hassle. I don't think there's going to be any cosmetic comeback in this situation, unfortunately,
Oh,
for
good.
NiP. I think it's about to be over. Give it or take 60 seconds from now on. I think we know who's going to win Mirage. It's been very convincing so far for Vitality, and they put themselves in a good position as well. Sweating up the defense from NiP right here, smoking off jungle, getting in towards the bomb side, isolating Config with a 5-7. Can't do anything about it. That should be it.
Yeah, and just as the players arrive, so does the util. You can see how difficult these individual engagements are for the ninjas in pajamas, and only 3 of those pajama ninjas still standing. flameZ, a forward stance. He's been flashed here. Oh, doesn't catch him. Second does. Still though, he's hunting heads and nails it onto Headtrick and Rez as well. Vitality taking the ninjas pick in a rather speedy fashion. One of the quickest maps we've seen. And it's done. 16-3 Vitality. Apex very happy with that one, and I'm sure the opposite could be said for the ninjas. You chose to take it to Mirage. You had the map, you had the strats, and you leave with 3 rounds. Not going to be something to be particularly celebrated. Definitely something to be analyzed after.